Today, the Bar Branch executives and volunteers assist the vulnerable in Bar and in the greater Bar community. They were at the forefront during the two floods in early 2012 and during Tropical Cyclone Evans, which affected the whole of the Western Division in December 2012. They distributed disaster relief items such as black packs, dignity kits and tarpaulins to assist those who were affected. They also assisted in the development of a nomad water purification system to supply fresh, clean drinking water during the floods. Early this year, the nomad system was deployed in the Nanuku community here in Bar after Cyclone Evans. Now, during this response period, the volunteers of the branch worked closely with the provincial administrators and the other administrators in the area. During times of disaster, this building will be used to store disaster response items and equipment and can also be used as an evacuation center. I have intimate knowledge of this building, its past, during my working days as on relief, so it's well known to me. The Fiji Red Cross and indeed the Bar branch have been and will continue to be at the forefront in addressing crises. The Fiji Red Cross has become synonymous with disaster response, whether it is a cyclone, flood, drought, or fire, and is always expected to be there. Much hard work and effort has been done to ensure that the much cherished title of being first responders is a reality. It is what the people of Fiji expect, and we should not let them down. But the Red Cross does much more. When there is no disaster, the Red Cross prepares the communities in training and with information dissemination so that all are knowledgeable and are better prepared. As part of our climate change program, the Red Cross, together with the Ministry of Health and with funding by the World Health Organization, are helping the community of Koromboya village to become more resilient and better prepared to the impact of flooding and cyclone caused by climate change. The aim is to continue this program in other communities in Bar. The Red Cross advocacy role on HIV/AIDS, sexually transmitted infections and TB prevention, on HIV/AIDS and STI workplace policies, on the prevention and the care of non-communicable diseases, climate change, gender, and for voluntary blood donations are all critical areas of its work and must continue to have a concerted and targeted focus. There is also the push to train more of our people in first aid and CPR and water safety. The aim is to save lives through this advocacy, training, and support. There is a high public demand and expectation upon the Red Cross Society as a voluntary humanitarian organization. Its success depends heavily on the spirit of volunteerism. A strong national society is important for Fiji, and a strong branch, Ba branch, is important for the Ba community to meet the needs of those most vulnerable in the community. I call upon you as leaders in your community to support the Fiji Red Cross Society and especially the Ba branch. We will always need volunteers and your donations. Let us continue to show Fiji what the spirit of volunteerism is all about. Together, we can and will continue to help, comfort, train, inform, encourage, and prepare our people and our communities for whatever strife, illness, disease, or disaster that may occur. Quote, our reward will be in knowing that we have helped someone less fortunate, that we have been able to provide comfort or solace to someone in tears who needed us, that we have provided a shelter to someone with no roof over their head, that a father or mother now has the essentials needed for the family to survive when all their belongings had been lost in a disaster, that we have made someone's life better than what it was before we found them, unquote. I am therefore very pleased today to be here to open this newly renovated Red Cross Hall, made possible with a generous donation of $100,000 by the Vinod Patel Foundation. I pay a special acknowledgement to Mr. Vinod Patel, who is also the Red Cross Ba branch president, for his passion for volunteerism and his continued assistance to the Red Cross movement. In that connection, I fully acknowledge as well the Vinod Patel Company for this most generous donation. And in keeping with the words of the man himself, I acknowledge the other two families who helped in this refurbishment that were named earlier. And again, I quote, the Red Cross is many things to many people. A sign of hope, a symbol of protection, a light in the darkness, a shoulder to lean on, a friend to count on. In essence, the Red Cross is about people. People working together to mobilize the power of humanity. How wonderful and satisfying it is to think that the Red Cross can bring light to someone's darkness in their time of need, unquote. Today, it gives Andy Koila and I great pleasure to be with you as we celebrate a milestone event for the Fiji Red Cross Society, and in particular, the Ba branch and the volunteers present here today. This refurbished building will assist the Ba branch to continue to reach out and assist the vulnerable in Ba, and to maintain the reputation as the first responders, and not forgetting that the Red Cross will depend on your community support to do its work. On that note, I wish to say thank you, Vinaka Vakalevu, Shukriya, Bahud, Dynavad.